阿福，
太多了。
你已经写了。
What did you say?
Okay.
Oh, do you need to be?
no, finish it. Only a little bit left. Take what? Only a mouthful. Just grab one of each.
Okay. Well, since last time we talked about Fit 20, and then we talked about people using it as a meal replacement, which is not the ideal thing, but a lot of people do it. So now Kaini came out with a truly meal replacement product, which is called Core 140 Plus. So let's take a look at the Core 140 Plus. What does it mean? How do they formulate it? Why did they do that? And why is it somewhat different from Fit 20? And why is it better as a meal replacement? And some of the things that we need to sort of be careful about meal replacement. Okay, so well, first, I don't think I need to be belaboring the point that Kaini's product has gone through all the certification and all that. So the quality is not a question. And of course, the designing of Kaini Core 140 Plus is all natural, preservative-free, soil-free, gluten-free, and is non-GMO. And also, most importantly, it's customizable for all the diet plan that you are thinking about having, or whatever diet goal that you want to do. Okay, so those are the premises of designing this core. In the core, of course, why is it called core? It's because it has more than 140 all natural nutrients in this product that is core for your body's need, and then it's designed for that way. Okay, so that's why it's called the Core 140 Plus. It's designed as a meal replacement, so more than 140 nutritional ingredients, only 280 calories, including digestive enzyme, 80 different type of vitamins and minerals. There's probiotic in it, organic green, and grass-fed protein, etc. So it's designed as a full meal replacement for your body according to your body need in most of the circumstances, okay? And then later on we'll talk about why is it customizable. First, let's talk about, as a meal replacement, we know that we need to have a very balanced diet. What do we mean by balanced diet? Because we do need to have macronutrients, and we also need to have micronutrients. And the macronutrients that we have is carbohydrate, proteins, and fat. And micronutrients is vitamins and minerals, phytonutrients and fiber, and enzyme and probiotic. The reason now we added enzyme and probiotics is because nowadays in our society, the food that we eat and all that, a lot of times are laced with antibiotic. That will really destroy our probiotic in our gut system. So we really need to replace them now. And a lot of times, unknowingly, a lot of things that we eat will have those kind of things. So that becomes a problem, and therefore become an issue that we need to address. And of course, enzyme is also because the way we eat our food, a lot of times we don't eat the whole food per se, so we lose a lot of enzyme. And as we age, our ability to produce enzyme also start to gradually decrease. Therefore, enzyme becomes also a part of the important diet that we need to take. And then, of course, phytonutrients and fibers, those are common things that we need to have aside from vitamins and minerals. So let's compare that list to what Kaini offers and see how they stack up. Kaini in carbohydrate-wise has 16 grams, which is not very much. 6 grams of organic cane sugar, which is as a sugar form, which is also not very much, because if you are afraid of sugar, this is actually very, very minimal. We do need to have sugar in our diet. And on the average, we need to have somewhere up to 25 grams of sugar in our diet. And that gives you a lot more leeway in terms of what you can add to your diet in addition to Core 140 plus, okay? And also carbohydrate-wise, it has the remaining 10 grams is made out of brown rice flour, quinoa powder, tapioca starch, and sweet potato powder. Those are all actually very, very healthy for your body. So it's a blend for carbohydrate. And the reason they only put 16 grams is because a lot of times in other form of diet that you have, that the core 140 plus is trying to complement, you will take in a lot of other carbohydrate. So therefore, they're trying to keep this carbohydrate as minimum so that you can actually be a little more free in terms of choosing other foods in other form of diet that you have. And of course, if you want to add things to core 140 plus, you can also do that, which can be some form of carbohydrate as well. So that gives you a lot more flexibility in terms of your own customization of your core 140 plus. Okay. And as protein-wise, it has 22 grams of protein, which are quite similar to Fit20. Fit20 has 20 grams. But this, in Core 140 plus, the organic grass-fed protein is in the form of whey protein isolate and milk protein isolate. Now we can see the different design of this product, because we remember Fit20 is actually collagen protein isolate, which is designed because when you exercise, that you use up more of your muscle and tendons and cartilage and things like that. So therefore, the replacement needs to be a lot more in that fashion. But as milk protein tend to be better because it gives you much wider amino acid profile. That will really important for your muscle growth and all that. So that's why they use milk protein instead of whey protein. And then of course, whey protein, the benefit, last time we talked about, so we won't go through it unless somebody else want us to review it, okay? Now, one of the things that it doesn't have is oil, which is an important form of diet that we need to have. Of course, the reason they choose not to put much oil in it is because, number one, they don't want to add too much calorie in Core 140 plus. So you can tailor yourself in terms of how much you want to add into it to give you the calorie that you need, and also balance your diet out in that fashion. So that's why we call this a more customizable type of meal replacement, is that you can actually do a lot more with this. But the principle is that it gives you all the other core nutrient that you need for your body that you really don't need to think too much about placing it in your diet otherwise. Okay, so let's talk about the micronutrients, vitamin, minerals, and phytonutrients. They put it in the form of vitamins blend. It has organic curry extract, organic guava extract, organic lemon extract, and the organic amala, which is Indian gooseberry extract, organic holy basil extract, and organic annatto extract. Annatto is actually a pretty interesting plant that a lot of medicinal property, along with the people using as a orange red sort of a food coloring. So it's actually a very, very useful product. And aside from that, aside from this vitamin blend, they also use a proprietary green blend, which has 18 organic greens to supplement the vitamin, mineral, and phytonutrients in the form of chlorea, spirulina, milk thistle, those are the uncommon things that people normally tend not to have. In addition to organic beet, carrot, spinach, tomato, cabbage, garlic, onion, cauliflower, green bell pepper, parsley, Brussels sprouts, kale, asparagus, cucumber, and celery. You see the blend of all those things that if you want to eat in your diet, you go crazy because you just can't fit that much things in your diet. So this is why those extracts will give you a lot of those vitamins and minerals and also phytonutrients that you need in that blending form, so that when you eat the remaining diet, you don't have to worry too much. Then you can be a little bit more free in terms of how you want to choose. Of course, we always talk about that is that, your diet is still your diet, and you cannot replace with anything else, okay? So you still need to eat a very, very good balanced diet with good, good quality food, okay? So both the vitamin blends and proprietary green blend provide more than 80 all-natural vitamins, minerals, and phytonutrients that are completely water extracted and standardized from organic fruits and vegetables. So therefore, it's actually very, very standardized and calculated in terms of how much nutrient that they will give you in this form, okay? They complement your diet and provide plant-based nutrient and antioxidants. We talk about phytonutrients as mainly antioxidants that your body needs to fight stress and oxidative, degeneration. Now, again, this statement further stress the point that they complement, see? It is still complements your diet, so you still need to eat a good diet, okay? So making sure that we understand that. Now, they also added adaptogens, which is a lot of the food that we realize that give you a lot of nutrients that can combat stress and to make your body can tolerate stress much better and fight off oxidative stress. And it has 1,600 grams of those adaptogens in the form of organic maca, organic maitake mushroom, organic cordyceps, and organic shiitake mushroom. And we all know that all those mushrooms are very, very good for your health. And that's the reason why, okay? So they also put it in this diet so that you can benefit from it. Now, we talk about fiber. Why is the fiber important? A lot of times fibers are used as what we so-called the prebiotic. What is prebiotic? Prebiotic is actually the food that your probiotic eats. So the fiber is actually very important. On top of that, fiber serves as a bulk, what we call the roughages. Roughages allows you to fill up your GI system so that you're not as hungry, because it gives you a fullness so that you don't eat as much. So a lot of times nowadays, people using fiber, especially fruits and vegetables, to fill you up, so that it's called crowded out. So when you eat fruits and vegetables first, then your GI system is filled so that you won't eat too much in terms of other carbohydrates and proteins and fat. And that's one of the methods that people use. And so why people say, well, you should eat fruit and vegetable first. Well, it's just a method of trying to make you eat less, okay? And this organic proprietary fiber blend is in a form of inulin, chia seed powder, and flaxseed. So those are the fibers. Number one is healthy. Number two, make you feel fuller. Therefore, you won't eat as much. Okay, and it also support healthy digestives and keep you full much longer, because they digest pretty slowly. And also it supports as your probiotic food. Okay. Now we talk about enzymes and probiotics. How does Kaini fulfill that requirement. They use a proprietary digestive blend, which is 25 enzymes and probiotics. Well, I'm not going to list all of them because a lot of them, it's just, scientific names and all that. So it's not important. The important thing is that it covers quite a large basis of enzyme and probiotics. And the probiotic that they use is the one most of the time that people are missing. Okay, you will get a lot of probiotic from other sources. And of course, if you are taking antibiotics and if you are going to, doctors and the doctor prescribe you with antibiotics and things like that, then you really need to be focused on replacing those probiotics in another format. These are not enough for you to replace them, but at least it keeps you balanced in terms of when you're having meal on that daily basis that keep you probiotic, alive in your gut so that your digestive system will work better. Okay, so they assist with digestion and absorption of nutrient and support healthy gut ecosystem, because we all understand that our gut with all those probiotics are our second brain. So actually it's very, very important. One of the things that Chinese people focus on is eating. There's a reason why, because eating your food and to keep your gut healthy, that makes your body healthy. Okay, so in addition to all those things, which cover all the necessary things that we need to have in a diet, kindly also put a fat buster in it to try to help in terms of control your fat. Okay, it support belly fat loss. It's in the form of wild malice, which is a wild apple extract. Okay, and it's been proven to help in terms of losing fat by preferentially burning those fat. Okay, so they thought of pretty much everything that they put that in there just for your benefit, so that when you are taking this product, you can also somewhat manage your weight and to control fat much better. And as flavoring agent and sweetener, Kyani using organic cocoa, natural chocolate brownie flavor. This is why Core 140 Plus has a chocolatey flavor, okay? Which is organic cocoa now has proven to be actually very, very healthy and has a lot of beneficiary effect to your body. And on top of that, they use sea salt, stevia, and monk fruit. Stevia and monk fruit, we all know that already. Those are good sweeteners. Actually give you a lot of benefit as well. But why sea salt? Is because you don't have to use as much stevia and monk fruit, because sea salt will bring up the sweet taste. So that they're using that method so that they don't put stevia and monk fruit too much in this supplement. So it's actually a very, very smart way of doing it. So Core 140 Plus offers more than 140 all-natural ingredients and only 280 calories in one customizable meal. So you can do a lot of things with it, okay? You can add, sometimes people add, various different, fruits and vegetables in it, and sometimes increase a little calorie and all that. So you can really tailor it depending on what your calorie needs. And then to support lean muscle growth with the protein, encourage healthy weight management with all the things that they have, complement your diet with important nutrients, promote healthy digestive nutrient absorption, keep you full and longer with fiber, and enhance gut health and help your body better manage stress with those adaptogens. Okay, so those are all of the Core 140 Plus offers, and with the conclusion that it is a high quality, all natural, nutrient dense meal replacement. It's non-GMO with no artificial flavor, no artificial coloring, no artificial sweeteners, and it's soil, gluten, and preservative free. Okay, So you can pretty safe taking it. Of course, depending on your needs, you can tailor it in a lot of different fashions to give you what your body needs. And of course, it also supplements the other diet that you have. How do we truly use Core 140 Plus? You add 2 heaping scoops, which is about 63 grams of powder, to 12 to 14 ounces of cold water, or preferred milk source, which a lot of people use, almond milk or coconut milk, what have you, okay? Of course, healthier form. Shake or blend thoroughly so that, give you a little bit chocolate flavor. Of course, if you want to add some, avocado as a good fat source, or some fruits and vegetables, it's up to you to nuts, things like that, to give you a better flavor. It's up to you, because it has a lot more leeway that you can play with. And Kindly Core 140 is a meal replacement shake that is recommended to replace the most 1 to 2 of your meals. Okay, see, again, you still have to eat a balanced meal, because there are a lot of times the meal that we eat, because now our science technology, we know a lot of things about the nutrient of our body needs. So we put it in those, meal replacement, but there's still a lot of things that we may not know or don't understand yet that is in your diet, and you still need to eat a balanced diet to make sure that you get all the nutrients that you need in your body, okay? So only 1 or the most 2 meal to complement your healthy and balanced other meal and snacks, okay? So remember, you still need to eat other meals. This is not, replacing all of your meal. That's not what is meant to be, okay? So things may be added to Core 140 Plus as other flavor, or added as other increasing calorie source. You could be coconut or almond milk, some organic fruits or for flavor, and organic avocados, organic almond butter, or organic sunflower butter as healthy fats. Okay, so those are all the things that you can do, and I think it can be a very, very useful tool for you, especially if you have a very, very busy schedule. Then that can be 1 meal as a replacement meal, so that you don't have to fuss over cooking and things like that. Okay, so
Breakfast.
Hmm?
Breakfast.
Helen say, especially breakfast. Okay, so this is the presentation, and do you have any questions? We can entertain.
Yeah, earlier I mentioned that I actually take the product hot, especially in a hot wintry day like right now. I just use hot water and put maybe a little bit of hot milk and a spoonful of cocoa powder, and makes just a nice hot cocoa drink. So there's multiple ways to take this, and truly they make it so tasty. I mean, it's not, it's so complementary to many different things that you can, partner it with. That yeah, it's fantastic. So yeah. Okay, well, we have a very small group today, so let's open up for any questions or concerns that you have, that you've encountered lately. Dr. Helen and Dr. Danny, not only they're medical experts, but they are like grandfathers, they're masters in this direct sales business. They've been there forever and super successful. So Vince, do you have anything that questions or any things that you like to share? Questions you'd like to ask? Here's your opportunity.
Yeah, I'm sorry you broke up for a quick minute.
No worry.
I got you now, though.
Oh,
Yeah,
Dr.
we appreciate you to be here, because we know that today is Halloween, so there are a lot of other things that you can be doing. So being here, it's really
Absolutely. It shows our dedication, right?
Cool.
yeah.
Yeah, my wife is out with the girls right now, so I'm just here passing out candy to little guys that show up.
Mm. There's-
Dr. Sun, I have a question for you.
Yeah.
I have customer or that's taking our product with the fish oil, and they say that this fish oils keep them up all night long. What do I tell them? Instead of put them to sleep, they say it's give. I'm telling them the detox process, and I'm unable to sleep is part of it. And do I tell them to take it in the morning? Would that changes the process? You think?
No, well,
Yeah.
what?
Don't take it late night.
Yeah, actually, nutrient is something that, sometimes we say, okay, now you take it at this time, but nutrient is something that it's not like drug. So you don't have to be that strict in terms of when you take it, okay? Because your body absorbs them whenever they need to. A lot of times, if your body don't need it, then it will not absorb, okay? So body is a very, very miraculous thing that whatever you put in, this is why we say why we want to have a balanced diet is because we want to put all those nutrients in our body. So whenever our body needs it, it will have it. So because it's food, so sometimes 1 or 2 days you don't have a certain things, it's not as important because we're now relying on it as to create a what we so-called the blood level. Because drug need to have that. Because drug you need to have certain effect. That's why drug needs to take it in a certain time frame, and then all those things to make sure that the blood level is high enough to have its effect. Okay, but food is different, so you can take it a little bit earlier, because a lot of times we know that those fish oil can give you a little bit of a taste, and therefore sometimes when you go to bed and all that, you may not feel as good. So yeah, take it earlier. It's not a problem.
And come back about detox. When sometimes you tell people you're going through detox, they might feel uncomfortable. So I would say your body is going through an adjustment period of time. So some people will sleep more, some people will lose sleep, some people will feel extremely hungry, some people will feel that they lost their appetite. Those are all adjustments. And a couple of weeks later, everything will come to normal.
Okay.
And one thing I want to remind all of you who has growing children, this product is great because if they drink one shake in the morning, ensure the whole day nutrition. Okay, I witnessed most of the teenagers are growing without proper nutrition, and that's why they have trouble with their mood, and they have trouble coping with the daily activity in school. So as parents, I think you should be more sensitive about their nutrition need.
Yeah, I think I want to really further emphasize that point is that people think children, when they're going to puberty, they have temper tantrums, they have fits and things like that. It's normal. No, that's not normal. It is because they don't have enough nutrient. So their body wants to struggle to survive because they're growing. And so their needs are actually more than adult a lot of times, okay? So during that growth phase, their brains are growing, the bodies are growing, the demands are so high, if you don't have enough nutrient, they're actually crying out for help. And that's why they have those temper tantrums, they have those fits and all that. So it's not normal, okay? So don't think that is normal. So if you give them enough nutrient, all of a sudden you see them settle down. They sail through those periods without any problem because the body is happy, okay? They have all the things that they need, so they're growing fine. So that's actually what they need, okay?
So do we recommend them to take it like all four, like my sister, what she did, she took all four. She took the HL5, she took the triangle, or like all together? Is that okay? Because she has 2 grandkids that she watch all day and she says she forgets. So she does all of that in the morning. It shouldn't harm her, right? She looks fine.
It's fine, except
Totally fine.
yeah, it's totally fine, except a of course, we all know that why do you eat 3 meals a day rather than 1 meal is because you want to spread it out. That gives you a little bit better absorption and better uptake. But if you can, you can. Okay, so don't stress over it. That's what I'm saying. Okay,
Yeah.
because stress is not very good for you.
Okay.
So sorry, Joanna.
I'm done. You go.
No, go ahead first.
Oh, I just want to tell him thank you for the advice.
So sorry for the interruption. So Dr. Danny, I know, and Dr. Helen, I think you said something about, it's good for the kids when they take it, they have all the nutritions that they need. So I actually thought about this Core 140 for one of my twins. So it's actually very petite, but my concept of this nutrition is that it is actually more for, it's a meal supplement for you to lose weight. So I'm thinking I'm trying to fatten him up, but if he eats it, if he gets full, then how am I going to,
Okay, the different way of looking at fattening at children, right? Normal fat and abnormal fat. When your body gain weight abnormally, that's called distortion. That's not cute baby fat, right? So you look at the content in this product. I can ensure any of you, including me as a good mother, could not feed our kids this much nutrition. And these are balanced and well calculated nutrition. I just myself feel very comfortable of recommending to anybody who has growing children. It's almost, if you don't feed them this, if you know the product exists, you don't feed them this, it's a child abuse. I'm kidding, okay? It's almost like a child abuse.
I think also because Core 140 Plus is so customizable, you can also add a lot of things into it to make sure that they get enough calorie and all that. Okay, of course they still need to eat good balanced meal other than this. Okay, so that if they grow up, with well balanced nutrition, they will have the weight that they need. Okay, you don't want to add more weight because everybody is a little bit different, and the body will tailor to their healthy weight. So you don't have to worry about that too much.
Okay. Well, thank you.
And two things about you and me, as ladies who want to lose weight for aesthetic reason. It's actually when you don't eat enough nutrition, your body will constantly craving food. So you just grab anything, donuts, whatever exists in front of you, you tend to grab them and eat them. Okay, and that's really give you a wrong type of weight. On top of that, you have depression to come with too much overload of sugar and unhealthy fat. So if you ingest a glass of this powder, shake in the morning, I will ensure you whole day you're not going to crave for food. You can still eat normal meal, but you're not going to crave for food. Craving is what get us, gain those abnormal weight.
I can attest to that.
I think this is important to mention something. Okay, now your body is a miraculous thing, and if you don't have enough nutrient, your body will tell you to eat, and that's normal. Okay, so your body has in your brain has a sensor. It's called the satiety center. If you don't have enough balanced nutrient, this thing will not shut off. So you will always want to eat, and you keep eating. But the problem is that if you don't get the right food to eat, then this thing just doesn't shut off, and you just keep eating. And this is why we have supersized meal, but they still feel hungry because this thing doesn't shut off. But if you have balanced diet with all the nutrient that your body needs, this thing shut off, and you don't feel hungry. You don't feel like to eat. See, that's how you control true, obesity. Okay, so just a healthy way. It's like using your body's sensor and then making sure that your body gets all of the right nutrient. Then this thing will not make you crave and will not make you continue to eat.